This chilling footage was shared by a user named Maximum Disclosure, who claims that their home has become filled with strange and unexplained paranormal activity. Almost every night, the family experiences mysterious disturbances, most notably the sound of heavy footsteps slowly making their way up the stairs. The noise was so clear and unsettling that they finally decided to install a security camera on the second floor, hoping to capture whatever unseen presence had been haunting their home. In one of the clips, a mysterious shadowy figure with a faint outline can be seen appearing near the bottom of the stairs. Though it's not entirely clear, its shape is distinct enough to send chills down your spine, making anyone who sees it want to replay the footage, just to make sure their eyes aren't playing tricks on them. In another recording, an object at the foot of the stairs appears to move on its own, as if an unseen force were pushing it. The incident took place late at night, when everyone in the house was fast asleep in a deep slumber. The family believes that the strange incident was caused by an unseen presence, possibly a spirit trying to reveal itself. One thing's undeniable: whatever triggered it was definitely far from normal. The Appalachian Mountains are known as one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world, a place where breathtaking natural beauty meets deep, unexplainable mystery. Many believe that behind its dense forests and quiet valleys lie dark tales of restless spirits and eerie, unexplained phenomena. For years, hikers and adventurers have reported strange experiences, mysterious sounds echoing through the night, shapeless shadows drifting among the trees, and an unsettling feeling of being watched by something unseen. In 2023, two campers set out on a journey deep into a remote trail within the wilderness, seeking solitude and adventure. But after several tense nights, they began to feel an unseen presence, as if something was quietly following their every move. To confirm their suspicions, they decided to set up a night vision camera. The result? In one of the recordings, something unusual appeared, something that shouldn't have been there. Watch closely. At first, the footage looks completely normal, nothing out of the ordinary. But as the camera slowly pans toward the line of trees shrouded in darkness, a pair of glowing eyes suddenly appears from the shadows, staring directly at the campers. The figure seems tall and imposing, leading some to believe it could be a wild predator stalking its prey. However, others are convinced that what was captured on camera isn't a creature of this world, but something far older and far more mysterious. Perhaps a forest spirit or a supernatural entity that has dwelled there for centuries. So, what do you think? Who, or what, was really watching them from the dark woods of the Appalachian Mountains? A wild animal, or something much more terrifying? This eerie photo quickly went viral across the internet, leaving anyone who saw it with a chilling sense of unease. According to the Reddit user who shared it, the picture was taken during a weekend birthday getaway at a quiet lakeside. It was meant to be a peaceful retreat just for women. No kids, just a small group of friends relaxing and enjoying nature. At one calm moment, someone snapped a photo near the campfire, but when they looked at it again later, something strange appeared. An odd detail that shouldn't have been there, instantly sending shivers down their spine. On the far right side of the photo, just behind two women sitting near the campfire, a pale, childlike figure can be seen peeking out from the shadows. Its face appears grayish and cold, completely untouched by the warm glow of the fire that lit everyone else around. There were no children present that night, and no one recognized who, or what, the mysterious figure could be. What's even more unsettling is what happened when the live photo was played back. The iPhone's facial recognition system didn't register the face at all, as if it wasn't human to begin with. The uploader, known as RIP8Youth, initially thought it was just a camera glitch or a lighting issue. But the deeper they examined the image, the harder it became to find any logical explanation. So, what do you think? Was it really the shadow of an uninvited child, or something much darker and more terrifying? Share your thoughts in the comments below. While working at a storage warehouse owned by a nightclub in rural Spain, a man named Luis and his co-workers often sensed a strange presence, as if something dark and unsettling was sharing the space with them. Some even claimed to hear eerie sounds echoing through the empty hallways, despite knowing no one else was around. Then, on the night of June 30th, 2025, Luis was alone in the warehouse when those same mysterious noises returned. This time, instead of ignoring them, he decided to capture everything on camera. But later, after reviewing the footage, Luis began to realize that on that night, he might not have been entirely alone. You saw it, didn't you? Just moments after the bucket was thrown into the middle of the room, a dark shadow quickly glides across the small window on the black door. If you keep watching that spot, you'll notice the shadow doesn't simply disappear. It keeps moving, almost as if it's pacing back and forth behind the door, just beyond our line of sight. It looked as if something was slowly moving in the narrow space behind the door. Luis later explained that the area was actually off-limits, and that was exactly why he happened to be there alone that night.
Descolgamos ya el gancho para no tener broncas.
Previously, Luis had shown viewers what the inside of the dark room looked like. The door was securely locked from the outside, and apart from a few scattered bits of debris on the floor, the space was completely empty. So, if no one else was in the building, where did those shadows come from? Could that small locked room be the source of the strange paranormal activity haunting the place? Or is there perhaps a more logical explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A TikTok user named Mimi had a security camera installed outside her home, facing directly toward her backyard. Normally, the footage never showed anything unusual. In fact, alerts were quite rare. But one night, a sudden notification appeared on her phone, freezing her in place. When Mimi played back the footage, what she saw on the screen sent chills down her spine. The security camera behind her house captured something truly strange, a faint, ghost-like figure slowly gliding across the yard. From the right side of the frame, the transparent shape drifted over the grass before disappearing without a trace. A few eerie details stood out: long dark hair, unnaturally pale hands, and a pair of black shoes. All of it made it hard to believe that the figure was a real person. To this day, Mimi still has no explanation for who, or what, passed through her backyard that night. While conducting his routine night patrol at an old, long-abandoned shooting range, a security guard experienced something that shook him to the core. Without any warning, a mysterious figure suddenly appeared out of nowhere, as if it had materialized from thin air. Overcome with shock and confusion, he instinctively pulled out his phone and began recording the strange event.
Amigo, no me puedo mover. No me puedo mover. A la ver. Su puta madre. Amigos, me está hablando, me está hablando.
The dark figure made no movement and uttered no sound. It stood frozen in place, as if staring at him in an eerie silence. Then, as suddenly as it had appeared, the figure slowly faded away until it vanished completely, leaving behind nothing but the stillness of the surrounding darkness.
¡Su puta madre! ¡Puta madre! ¡Vamos! ¿Dónde está?
The security guard was still in shock, his mind replaying the incident over and over again. In an instant, the figure had been standing right in front of him, and the next moment, it was gone without a trace. Some skeptics dismissed the event as a hoax or an elaborate prank. Yet, many others believed it might truly be a supernatural occurrence, perhaps a restless spirit still bound to that place. Whatever the truth may be, that night left behind a chilling memory that's hard to forget.
¡Su puta madre! ¡Puta madre! ¡Vamos! ¿Dónde está?
Matty McGarris, who once shared his terrifying experiences of living in a haunted house, has captured attention once again. For reasons unknown, it seems a malevolent entity has taken residence and attached itself to his family's home. Over the years, countless strange and frightening events have continued to occur within its walls. As a way to cope with the haunting, Matty began documenting each incident through a video diary. Now, he's back with another chilling update that's just as unsettling as before.
Guys, so I decided to go downstairs and just start taking random pictures. You know, maybe I'd pick up something. Or silhouette. I have no words. So I started down my stairs. Nothing really. Then I moved to that hallway when I was in my out-of-body experience. Nothing really, a little shadow. Then that, like, weird orb. But wait till you see this. Bro! 2 eyes in my fireplace. 2 glowing red eyes. How up is that, bro? What the
The footage he captured was described as something truly unsettling. No one could say for sure what they were actually seeing. Could it have been just a strange light reflection? That theory seems unlikely, as there were no glass surfaces or windows that could have caused such an image. Perhaps the figure was an unseen entity that had long haunted his home. Matty himself admitted that he was overcome by an unshakable, uneasy feeling during the encounter.
Alright, so I've gotten this DM like 150,000 times about like a lady or a demon's face or 2 eyes in this window. But when the lights are off, I don't know how it's still there. So I don't know how it could be lights. To be honest, I really don't know what the it is. It's definitely weird. And like when I turn around and look back at the house, it's gone. So right there you see it. When I turn back around, it is gone. So that's why I'm saying, like, I really don't know what the it could be at all. I really don't know. People are saying it looks like a demon's face. This person said it looks like a dark-haired woman. Here it is a little zoomed in. And then this is like the people who are saying it looks like a demon's face, 2 eyes and like a mouth open.
Some viewers even speculated in disbelief. Could those glowing eyes belong to a demonic creature staring right at him? What do you think? Whatever it was, the terrifying ordeal was far from over.
I'm literally convinced there's somebody in my bathroom. Oh my God. I just heard footsteps and I don't know what the that just was. Bro. All my towels just fell. Somebody just yanked all my towels down. Bro.
It didn't take long for Matty to realize he was dealing with something far more powerful than he had imagined. An unseen force capable of moving objects throughout his entire home.
Alright, so now seeing that, it's the same eyes that were on my balcony, in my fireplace, and I mean, come on. What else could it be? There's no technology or anything that could make lights in my closet. And then I turn on the flash, and my holy water gets thrown off.
For most people who have followed his story, this is seen as clear evidence that Matty's family is truly being tormented by a malevolent entity that seems to take pleasure in spreading fear whenever it can. So, what would you do if you were in his place? For now, all we can do is continue following Maddie's story and hope that his family will soon find peace from the supernatural force that has disturbed their lives. On the well-known ghosts subreddit, a user named DMF4Paranormal shared a video he believed to be strong evidence of the supernatural. A man named Dylan, along with his girlfriend Rye, decided to explore an old abandoned school widely known for its haunted history. Once they had all their equipment set up inside the building, it didn't take long before their camera captured something truly shocking.
Sorry. I think that was my hair or something. Oh, sorry. I think that was my hair or something.
During their spirit box session, the camera was pointed directly at Rye when she suddenly felt something brush beneath her chin. At first, she didn't think much of it, assuming it was just a passing insect. But when they reviewed the footage later, what they saw was far more terrifying. A single strand of her hair appeared to lift on its own and touch her face. Inside the sealed gymnasium, with no wind, no fans, and no source of static electricity, the incident left them both frozen in fear. So, what invisible force could have moved Rye's hair? Was it the touch of a spirit trying to make contact, or something far more sinister? This latest update comes from Diego Spikers, who previously gained attention for sharing several terrifying experiences from inside his own apartment. He claims that a restless spirit has been haunting not only him, but also his entire family. In one of his most recent recordings, Diego captured something truly spine-chilling, a mysterious hand that suddenly appeared out of nowhere, with no visible body attached to it. What kind of hand was actually caught in that footage? Many viewers believe it could belong to a demonic entity, as its shape looked unnatural and nothing like a human hand. While some remain skeptical, one thing is undeniable. The clip is truly spine-chilling to watch. The mystery behind the appearance of that eerie hand may never be solved, leaving behind only speculation and a lingering sense of dread that haunts the mind. Chris was enjoying a peaceful night at home when a sudden loud noise shattered the silence. He was upstairs, relaxing calmly, when a powerful crash from below made him jump to his feet. Though he wasn't the type to assume the worst, this sound felt different, heavy, almost as if caused by some deliberate force. Driven by curiosity, Chris quickly grabbed his phone and began recording as he made his way down the stairs to investigate. But what his camera captured next made him question whether his home was truly being visited by something unseen. Hanging on the hallway wall was a seemingly ordinary Christmas Santa decoration. At first, it looked completely normal, until Chris pointed his camera toward it and noticed something strange. The Santa's face began to move, not just once, but twice. It didn't sway like it was caught in a draft, and it clearly wasn't slipping off a loose nail. Instead, its head tilted unnaturally, paused for a moment, then shifted again, as if something unseen was controlling it. No doors were open, and no one was nearby, yet the figure kept moving, as though stirred by something not of this world. Feeling a chill run down his spine, Chris didn't waste any time. The next day, he threw the decorations straight into the fireplace, and honestly, who could blame him? Haunted or not, that thing radiated such a dark, unsettling energy it could make anyone's skin crawl. After Hurricane Helen struck, a woman decided to walk through the remains of the devastation around her neighborhood. As she made her way down the shattered, debris-filled streets, a foul, nauseating smell suddenly hit her, a stench that seemed to be coming from a pile of wreckage not far away.
It smells really bad through here. Like rotting. Really bad. Oh shit. Is this for real? Oh, it smells so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. Ugh. You guys, I had to walk away. It's really stinky.
Amid the piles of debris, she spotted a small memorial, just a simple cross adorned with flowers around it. But what she didn't notice at first was something far more chilling. The faint voice of a man echoing from beneath the rubble, even though no one was actually there. The stench grew stronger and stronger until she couldn't stand it any longer and decided to leave the area. Not long after, Asheville authorities reported that the hurricane had claimed many lives. That revelation sparked a chilling thought. Could it be that she had unknowingly heard the cries of a lost spirit still calling for help, even though their body had long perished in the storm?